Hello, world. It's Friday, the 13th of September, 2024, and the present time, according to my watch, now 9:44 p.m. My computer, or a.m. 9:44 a.m. My computer does not yet agree. Yep, still says 9:43. So either my watch is running really fast or this thing's off by just a little bit. One of the minute hand lines up. Anyway, computer says 9:43, so let's go with 9:43. Okay, now I went to 9:44. Visited with my father last night. We ate. I went to call up around his neighborhood and watched a movie. This time it was Monty Python's Monty Python, The Holy Grail, which I don't think I've ever seen all the way through. Like, I know I've definitely seen some sequences, but I think it was my very first time watching it all the way through. And I think it was my father's first time as well. So now you can consider us that much more cultured. Got back home. I don't even know where the time goes sometimes. But I'm here now. Paul's been taken for a walk. It was getting kind of somewhat uncomfortable out there. At first it was pleasant, and then just more and more unpleasant. So I'm kind of happy to be back in, but more just trying to get on with the day. Oh, I know what I did last night. I found some stuff on the. Yeah, I did some intelligence gathering related to XBiz founder. Yeah, but I'm not acting on it right now. Just back pocket. Last ditch communication efforts, that type of thing. Right, and then I thought about business formation and yeah, kind of looking at, right, I was actually up until pretty late, or say pretty early this morning. So I would lay down for a bit, and then my mind was just kind of firing off. At first I thought, all right, yeah. So I was just laying in bed and occasionally getting closing my eyes for a bit. But then something would pop up, and then just like, let me take a couple of minutes to look into this. So time went along. And I guess at the end of the night I had something to show for it. Some more notes. Oh, what the heck? This general AI thing. Oh no, I shouldn't have opened it. Oh, and I don't think I filled this up, did I? Ah, yeah, that's one thing I neglected to do this morning. Usually I like to fill this thing before taking Paul out. That way the water has time to naturally come up to room temperature. And I get to use the filtered water. Oh well. Not this morning. Whoops. Sometimes you miss a thing. Does it mean I'm a complete and abject failure? No. Oh yeah, and I spent some time working on a playlist. That's it. Slight lack of sleep. You can check out the playlist on my YouTube channel. What did I call it? I think its present working title is TBD. I haven't really thought it through yet. What is that song called? Maybe it's this Pitbull song, Give Me Everything. Let's see. That might be it. Let's see. Might be it. Crazy popular. Back in 2011, it's like, let's see. Might be it. Yeah, this is it. Pitbull's very danceable music hat. I want to say I heard him or talk of him on the radio recently, but like a coliseum or some arena, sporting venue that's has his name on it. And I want to say something Miami, maybe somehow related. Pitbull. Debut studio album, Miami, 2004, executive produced by Lil Jon. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, born in Miami. Alright. Cool. That was the one. The one that was in my head, just there. I didn't think it worked. One seclusion. Miami things. What they're up to musically now in Miami, I don't know. Or in the world, I've got no freaking clue. Not keeping up with all that. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, no, leave it. You don't want the coffee. You don't like coffee. It's not going to be pleasant for you. You like sweet things, not bitter things. Because you're a sweet boy, York. Okay, come here, Paul. Come here, come here. Come closer. Come closer. Oh, York. I'm gonna find this person. And I'm going to send this person what's it for? Where's my party hat? Like my little party hat emoji. Yeah, I think that will work. Yeah. Paying attention. Hearing sounds. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. That'll work. What the heck? Get verified to use balance, but choose that. That should work. Why is it not letting me just tap on the bank thing? What the fuck? Do I need to do this over again? I might have to do this over again. We'll see. Maybe the app was freaking out. Yes. Not that one. Party hat emoji. Very, very strange. Cards, 3%. Okay. That's for CC. Gee, that's kind of annoying. I don't think I have a card associated with that account. What's one that has one that I could use? Now it lets me choose my bank account. That's freaking crazy. Makes no damn sense. We lost connection with your bank. Well, why didn't you just say so? Silly. Silly. So, $10.99. All right. Um, my father's over here. I'm going to see what he's getting himself up to. Hey, I have returned. My father was not here for a particularly long time. You will want to do something about that, right? Right, because it's a different profile. Okay, Lucky. Is there any improvement, or? Not quite. What's that mean? Things are better, worse, the same, right? I wonder. Why did they send? About the same. Gotcha. I hope they improve. I don't know. I don't know. You know, to some extent, people are going to do what they're going to do. But, yeah. People will do what they will do. Hey, Paul. I love your face. My good boy. My good boy. Okay. Well, you'll call later. I mean, okay. You haven't thus far, so I'm not holding my breath. No. Yeah. I love your face.
Freaking, there's like. Can I undo an action? Ugh, I so detest how these things are. Is my father still here? I hear these noises. Oh yes. Oh yes, that's good. Ah, okay, it was him. These sounds. Right. Now he's actually taking off. The more you know. Oh, that was weird. It's a beloved dog. Paula Yorkie, are you registered to vote? You're not registered to vote. Although in dog years, you would definitely be old enough. Hashtag Yorkie. Gotcha. Great. Did you just fart? Is that what just happened? Is that why you suddenly got up? Ugh. These things are terrible. They're the absolute worst. Fucking fleas. Alright. So now we've got one recent arrival. Doesn't look like it's engorged. And now it's freaking somewhere. I remember the first time I encountered one of them on him, and it was just like, what the hell? Blame the cats. had enough. You've had enough of that. Let's get you finished. And get a proper look through your coat. Stay. Stay. Yeah. You wild New York. Hold it. somewhere in your coat. It's a very wee beastie.
You hungry? Yeah, you're hungry. Let's go see about food. He's doing the little thing where he's like, let's go see about foods.
I think you have foods?
There's kibble right here. Yeah, you got foods right here.
Go get some. You don't even need me for foods. Go eat. Go eat. Go take your food. What are you following me for? Go eat. You have food. I know, you're looking for treats, huh? You don't get treats right now. You take your food first. Right? You have food. Treats later. Or you can just wait until you're really hungry. Until you're famished. Which you sometimes do. unknown force. Tough. Tough, tough, tough.
Eat. Kibble. Go eat. This one's empty. This one's got kibble, and this one I think also has kibble.
Yeah, I told you, you have kibble.
Go eat. If you're hungry, you should eat. Don't mind me, just. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna catch that one just by. Here, I'm gonna keep working the code. Oh, take your food. You have food here. Go eat. Take your food. Don't mind me. Go eat. Eat, kid, eat. Hey, I found you. You little fuck. You miserable, blood-sucking parasite. Paul, you are not to bring in more of these. But I know it's an impossible ask. So long as they exist here, they will find their way to you. Good boy. I got a flea out of your coat. Maybe it was the one that we found earlier. You look like $1,000,000, now go eat. You know what you need here is another Yorkie to come compete with you. Honestly, Yorkies. That'll get you eating, huh? If you had a little competitor friend.
breaks out. As is tradition. Excuse me. I'm gonna set myself up. First things first, gotta help yourself. No one else. Help yourself. No one's going to help. Gotta help myself first. Yep. And then I can ask. Then maybe help will naturally come in. And now I focus on helping myself. I'll be right back. Actually, I don't even need to. I think this works. Let's ought to anyway. Power toggle. Let's see. Wait and see. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, Kessa. Good morning to you. I hope I didn't lose anything here, but I know I'm liable to have lost something here. And, yeah, this computer's got so much shit going on it. Let's close out of something. Anything. Good morning to you, Kessa. Twitch video producer. YouTube studio. What this? All this free time you've just acquired. You've suddenly acquired some free time? What's up? Yeah. In my world, Working. It is great. Yeah, I was actually just firing up the Discord on the computer so that I might send you a message. Yep, and what's going on in your world? Let me. Yeah, well, I mean, what's the update? You said suddenly there's free time. What's the story? Uh huh. Uh huh. Not the church people. Okay. Not the church people. All right, I'm listening. Not necessarily. Everybody's got agendas, but you know. Yeah. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Okay. Uh huh. All right. Cool. Cool. Right. Uh huh. Yeah. Uh, uh-huh. Yep. Yep, sure. Whatever needs to be done. It's the nature of. Uh-huh. Okay. For how much actual time? You said stop in at 12, and then you got in at 10:30. It's confusing. Was Yeah, there you go. Okay. Gotcha. Like a half hour later, but it's cool. Oh, okay. So the smoke, not cigarettes. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure. Right. Okay. Uh-huh. Hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, but I mean, how many hours? They gave you 8. How many did you actually spend? I am, but I'm just like, come on. Okay, fine. All right, I yield the floor. All right, please. I did. I watched it with my father. Ah, yeah, because, he likes the news. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, you were there for a pretty good chunk, yeah. I mean, if it was 10:30 to 5, then yeah, you were there for a minute. I could see 6.5. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. And they don't want you back in there? They're just like, yep, thanks. You did it. Well, on the shit. Wow. Right on, man. That's great. Yeah, yeah, they did. No, I mean that's great. It's great when they. I suppose it's one thing when people offer it. It's another. But then again, you don't ask. You never know if you're gonna get it or not, right? So, I mean, like that, I get. I get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's all right. I mean, heck, I think it's like, hey, the church people were happy for you just to show up. They're giving, like willing to do hours just for listening and like Bible study and shit. Come on, that's pretty friendly too. Not actively doing anything for that. It's like, hey, we're happy to have you in ministry, and just be able to minister to you, and that's like. But if you didn't want to hear it, then you. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure they probably picked up on that too. It's like, oh, well, it's not here anymore, right? Yeah, maybe that message was kind of drove them off or whatever it was, and yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, it's great. It's great. Glad that worked out. Which which paves the way for getting all the other crap knocked out, like the. Uh, that's good. Glad to hear it. Yeah. No, I'm happy for you. That was it's it's been on your list of things to knock out for a minute. At least as long as my Z4 has needed some work. No, so well, I'm seeing you tomorrow, right? We're hitting up the fish fry. Yeah. Yeah, but no, you're locked in for that. Yeah, yeah. So we'll hit up the fish fry. I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm gonna have a party that I'm gonna head to later that same evening, tomorrow evening. Which I'm looking forward to. I just to scope out the scene. Um, Otherwise, what have I got? Like, I'm still trying to push forward on the XBiz dealio. I found a phone number for the founder last night. Yeah, it's linked to an iPhone. Yeah, it's linked to an iPhone, but I'm not going to touch it yet. I'm waiting to hear back from. I don't know if you heard the update about the. I got in touch with the owner of the security company that was contracted for the event. Yeah, oh, that's all good. So I talked with that man. What was it, on Tuesday, and requested an incident report, making very clear, like, yeah, I'm not trying to come after you, your business, your guys. Like, I think everybody was just doing their job. But what I do really want out of the report is for blame to be clearly established. Right? Like, who was the person in charge that called for it? And whatever else they can throw in there, just the facts. He told me to give him 2-3 days. So today marks like start of day 3. So I'm gonna give him some time, and then chase if I need to. Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, I received a message, a DM on X that made it clear that at least one person has been spending some time going through my stuff. It was a bit of a discomforting message, but I responded to it with, like, it had a bit of a chilling effect on me at first, and then it's just like, man, this is really, it strikes me as quite unhinged. Again, just like these like, just levying, just like, whoa, where is this coming from? So I talked with, I got in touch with Munch and just talked with Munch, and then I wrote back to the message with just something like, yeah, hey, again, I'm not trying to come after, like, my fight's not with any individual content creator here, right? Like, yeah, and then, like, I think it would be constructive to talk. Maybe a video call would be helpful. Or just, like, try to fucking clear the air. Like, here you are, you're reaching out to me directly. I'm also signaling I'm willing to talk. Like, I've been here every single fucking day. Right? Right. But then I chased it with, like, the same day I got the message, talked with Munch, then I dropped my receipts showing them kind of like the history of this XBiz, just feeling like, well, I'm trying to go through the right channels here, and it's just been getting stonewalled every step of the way. Even prior to the incident, right? Even like prior to the incident, feeling like I've been singled out, or just attempts to minimize or preclude me from access that I ought to be afforded, given my skin in the game. Yeah. So, there are a couple of angles that I can attack them on. It's XBiz on. Between, like, some discrimination for whatever fucking reason, to negligence, straight negligence. Yeah. And otherwise, I've been going through. I started fucking around with After Effects the other day, but that software package is super dense. And then after playing around with it, like spending at least 2-3 hours with it, I decided, hey, it probably makes more sense that I go back and attack this piece in Premiere, because, like, editing, sure, my job is my role. I don't envision myself needing to do much censorship, right? So, like, why am I trying to learn how to censor pieces? Instead, it's about reframing and getting better at just the nuts and bolts of that. Yeah, so like, in the thing that I've been presenting, the third-party footage, the actual capture is, like, it's a pretty big canvas. Yeah, it's a wide shot. There's a lot of sky, and so I've, like, with what I've done with Premiere is to just, like, blow it up to 100% and reframe the shot inside of a 1080p canvas, such that like now I figured out, oh, you can set up guides here, so you can, I've got like a crossbar showing the center of the shot, and I'm just like framing the shot with me dead center, right? And if I need to, like, I can zoom in and zoom out. It's like, yeah, who cares if it ends up getting blurry because of digital zoom at some point? That's okay. I just want it to be super fucking laser focused, and that way it's like, hey, you know exactly what's going on, and if there's room on the side for another shot, I can bring in one with commentary or whatever. Like, I want to be able to push this thing to YouTube and all the other platforms and not worry about any potential consent issues. But it's like, at the end of the day, I think the context makes itself readily clear. Like, I'm not trying to damage any other party. I'm just like, this becomes newsworthy / in the public interest, because it's like, okay, something happened here. It's not about the contest. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm definitely attacking it again, just because, like, I recognize that. I take it as a good sign that any individual is willing to reach out, even if they're not as responsive, not actually willing to have a real discussion yet. But it means that there's still more work for me to do on my side before I circle back over to them, because, like, ultimately some of these folks, they can actually help to remove the stigma, like, and they may be willing to retract their claims. But it would be awesome. It would be awesome, because the alternative is like, hoping that X does the right thing, which I don't give X very much credit, just based off of past experience. And then the other avenue is to pursue legal action, which is very time consuming. It's like a lot of energy and upfront cost. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, most of the time it's just doesn't make too much sense. Like, yeah, and especially where it's, I actually read a case last night involving that took place in Florida, involving a wet T-shirt contest, in which there was this news anchor who participated in a wet T-shirt contest, and they had like signage up. There were signs up at the venue saying, like, hey, this group is going to be recording this footage, like, is recording this event. She participates in the event, and her likeness is then used in a commercial capacity, where, like, the footage gets, like, it gets pushed as this kind of like Girls Gone Wild type of thing, right, with her name attached to it, because she's a public figure. And then and then so there was this case that she brought against the folks who recorded it, and, like, the folks who were distributing it, and that was really interesting to read through, just, like, looking at the arguments. Yeah, it was like, ultimately the judge, what they did was, okay, because I think it's because some of the arguments made by the companies that were, like, distributing this, she was making the case that, okay, she lost her job, and, like, her entire career had been as news anchor, like, in the media, as a on-screen personality. And so she was saying, like, okay, yeah, I should have the right to decide how my image is used in the public, right? Even and there was no, like, she hadn't signed any contract or given any, like, no oral, no written contract agreement to have her likeness filmed. It was just kind of the silent understanding, like, oh yeah, the signs are up, so yes, I may be recorded, but no, since there was no actual contract, then that that hurt the defendants in this case. And the defendants also made some really silly, like they made some arguments like, oh, this is not actually commercial, but it's very clearly commercial, so then that hurts them, right? Like making these spurious claims in one's defense, it does not help. So ultimately, the judge granted like that. Okay, they are to an injunction. They're to stop promoting this stuff using your likeness, because they were just like keeping on blowing up the fact that she was like the star of this thing, Right? They were really pushing on that. And so when I look at my own use, were it ever to like, oh yeah, some legal actions taken against you, it's like while these folks appeared, this was done in entirely non-commercial capacity, and this, again, to meet this, it's more about news stuff in the public interest, and if I pull it, so be it. Like I never sold anything, right? And it wasn't. What else? I wasn't trying to push it on the basis of like, here are all the people that appear in this footage. Like I don't fucking know who anybody is for the most part. Right? And it's not like, oh, I didn't name the people because I was afraid that word would get back to them. This is like, legitimately, that's not the angle here at all. This is, again, well, anyway, yeah. It's all good. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, fish fry. Looking forward to it. Just the other two. So we're 4. Yep. What do you mean even 4? Yeah, it's 4, myself included, right? So, yeah. Yep. Sweet. No, I said sweet. That's all. Just acknowledging. Yeah, but by the time that comes rolling around, the event's already going to be over, right? Like I figure there's going to be some time to unwind, sober up a little bit. Yeah. So the party is actually one where there will be no intoxicating substances, which is is interesting, isn't it? And that actually the reason for it is consent, which like fucking consent, like talking about consent, like it's it's funny. It was one of those things that I wanted to that I thought like might be worth writing about. It's like, you've got this big party with all these content creators together, and everybody's kind of like people are getting lit. Like, talk about consent there. There's some crazy shit happens. Like, can anybody really consent in that situation? Oh. Good. Yeah. No, I mean, because like there's so much stuff being filmed, and just like people are, like, oh, can't showing up late for this collaboration, or not, canceling collaborations that were agreed upon beforehand, because it's just like it's a big fucking party. Things happen. Yeah, I mean, between content creators, or like ability to perform and just like all sorts of shit. It's like when you've got this big rolling party for multiple days, like, what do you think's gonna happen? Not throughout the week. It was like 3 days. You know. Yeah. Multiple days. Yeah. Yeah. Let me uh let me shoot this over to you. Oh, you just gotta like fucking um. Let me change my own thing. Actually, no. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, bam, you got mail. You can. Ah, yes. Yeah. So I got a sponsor for the event, which is important. Got to hit up a couple of events with sponsors before you can become a full member of the group, which is often how these things go. I mean, so wait, okay. To be clear, you're talking about Valerie, right? Yeah. So with I don't know exactly what event you went to, but generally, a good idea is to figure out like who there's actually hosting. You know, like anytime you go to a place. Oh, really? Oh, cool. Yeah. So this is like, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. You know, like myself, the event that I went to with her was a totally different group. I didn't really think to at the time I was there just kind of like she was essentially acting as my sponsor to the event, literally my sponsor to the event, right? And I was just like, you know, wide-eyed, kind of like, all right, this is pretty neat, you know. There's food, there's drink, this is cool. Um, but I it probably would have been wise if I wanted to keep having the ability to keep hitting up that group's events to actually talk to the host and introduce myself and like, you know, get connected on the platform because then you know, like recently I reached out to him and like yeah, no, it's been too long. I was like, well, here I'll forward you the invitation I got. Just say like this is proof I was in fact invited. But it's like, oh, it's too long. So it's like, hey, that's okay. So be it. So be it. You know, I'll come back to that at some point if I want to. Right. Yeah, it's been years. It's been. I mean, come on, we're pushing like 5 years at this point. Yeah, everything is like 5 years ago. Yeah, it is wild. It is wild. You know, fucking TwitchCon's coming up. Like 5 years ago, I lost all my shit. Fucking all of my shit. And the response was fucking crickets. And, you know, like, it's okay. Just gotta rebuild, slowly but surely. Fucking hurts. You know, say, hey, I had this crazy thing happen. You know, maybe some people would come out and go like, hey, really sorry that happened to you. Here's a little something, right? Help you get back up on your feet, right? Let me lend you some support. Nada. It is, but you know, the idea is that I was already in. yeah, maybe I wasn't hitting the right people, right? But it was kind of similar to this, and just like this, the whole XBIT situation, just like this XBIT situation, it's like no, yeah, I can see how this stuff, how some people may get a negative impression, but for me, I also knew like I wanted to send a signal to XBiz. I thought this would be a more, yeah, it'd be useful. But who knows? Who knows? At the end of it, maybe I drop all of it, right? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow I drop everything. Yep. But I still want to get, of course I want to have access to their events again. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I didn't do it directly, right? I didn't do it directly. The stuff came out before I was ready for it to. But I guess it's also the nature of that's in a way it's on me too. Like I could have spent a lot of time polishing prior to letting anybody look at it, and I didn't. I just wanted to get something out there first. I thought I had enough. Oh well. Oh well. What the hell? Well, no, there's more work to do. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Writings. Oh. As far as uh-huh. I told you about that one guy that I met on like when I landed in Miami that first time, right? For X's. That's local, and he's kind of doing the same, like not same, but he's got some of a similar angle. You might want to take a look to see what his profile looks like. I'll link you to it. Yeah, yeah, because I think it's recent. I think it's like a fairly recent ad. So take a look to see how he's doing it. You can learn a little bit there, perhaps. And if you go through the other like people on my friends list, some of them are pretty established. You know, yeah, just see what's up. Some people host events. That's that's a thing, but that requires having some event hosting space generally, right? There's one that I may be down to check out. That's not too far away from us. It takes place on Tuesdays, and I'm like slowly growing aware of some people just in our area. Maybe we can wind up connecting with some of them. What's the like? What are you? If you have like some specific. Oh, talking to Dave. Yeah, but so the party that you try to set up a collaboration or get a model, that person that you reached out to had the model. Okay. So it's probably, I would think, try shooting content, you probably want to work with people who are already models, right? Like that's in a way, especially if you already have like a relationship with somebody who's already a model, that's going to be easier because they've already probably gone through consent forms, release forms, and the whole like 2257 thing. If that's an issue here, depending on what you're depicting in the content that you shoot. Whereas talking with somebody who's like totally new, you know, like collaborating with people who have zero experience is probably a little more challenging. Like you'll likely, I imagine you may end up with more flakes. You know, people often also like offer up pay for models, but here you're also, I don't know, you're also performing a service too, so there is an exchange of value taking place. Right. Just post up what you're like. One thing for sure, like I would post up. This is what I'm looking for. That way, somebody stumbling across your profile knows, like, hey, I fit that bill. You know, like, oh, this person offers these things, and they are looking for this. I fit this. I fit what they're looking for. Then boom, right? Like putting two and two together. Yeah, especially one where you can be more open than, be more open. I would think. Yeah, I mean, well, it's like, and showing face is not even it at the end of the day, it's like whatever you want the thing to look like, right? Like there are people, men, women, both, that are face in, face out, like people who show and people who don't, right? Like you can opt not to, right? But it's probably a lot easier technically to do it by wearing a mask than it is to try censoring it in post, unless you find somebody who's a really good censor, and that's not me. That's fucking, it's work, dude. That's work. Yeah, I mean, could, yeah, right. Like I don't really consider myself a video editor so much, but I'm getting there. Like that's something that I've done a bit of. these many years. Fuck if I know. Just at the point where I like have some inkling of a sense of how to drive the tool, but not like, yeah, I'm nowhere near tapping its potential. There's so much that I know I don't know, and then the unknown unknowns is it's even deeper, right? I'm like just at the gate. Yeah. Yeah, but it's still enough to publish. It's still enough to publish, you know. Right? You don't need to have freaking Hollywood Premiere Pro skills in order to push out some pieces and make a buck. Potentially. Yeah. Potentially. Yep. I did talk with a content creator yesterday. Just like a little update. Was it yesterday or the day before? Got a referral to a platform. Just a little catch up. Nah, just a little catch up, like chat. A little, hey, how have you been? You know? Yeah, a little catch up. He has a girlfriend also in the space, which I think is very helpful. No. You do. Folks in the space together. Supporting one another. Right. Yep. At least have some, yep. Supportive. Not necessarily like right there next to you, but just supportive. Me, I finally asked the PD up in Frisco to go ahead and send down my piece. Yeah, I finally asked them to do it. I've had that just like, backburnered for a while. Yeah, it was just like, I just never got around to like here. I was initially doing some research to see like, hey, could we ship this with USPS? Trying to get some contact information for local PD. And I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just fire this off. So, getting that moving. Getting pieces moving. I don't even know. I don't even know. But, other stuff. Sometimes just like, yeah, whatever. They can hold on to it for a bit. In fact, while I was like up, when I had gone up to visit Gun Barrel City, the thought did cross my mind like, I could make the trek up to Frisco, but it's still another hour and change from there. Just like, forget about it. Are you still interested in range visits? Okay. We all got to eat, right? Whereas expending dollars to chuck ammunition downrange, that is it's a bit of a luxury. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. Right? No, because what was it? Couldn't even like go out onto the range, right? I can't remember. Wait, what's? Yeah, but out onto the range. I remember what. Yeah, but out onto the range. I remember they gave us some pushback. Maybe it was like, oh, you can't let the young ones shoot or something. Can't remember what it was. Okay. Yeah, good. Good. I remember one time going. You were there. My friend Joseph was visiting from out of town. Yeah, he had his son. But then, yeah, I think pretty young. Yeah, and then there was some pushback about like you can't even. It was like you can't even get out onto the range, and it's just like, oh, what a letdown. You know, that's a bummer. Yeah. I was pretty peeved. I was peeved by this. It's like, there's a little fucking white kid, like, you know, you're a bunch of like good old boys from Texas. Would that be different? Right. Yeah. There's got to be some exceptions, or this may very well have been an exception, and it was just that it kind of sucked. I just remember being pretty peeved by that. Really? Oh, well, I mean, we're going ballistic. Excuse me, all of their employees are happy to meet that with their own ballistics. Like, no, that's not. Yeah. Like, and then the other patrons. Maybe it was a bit of that. Maybe it was a bit of that, but it's even so. It's like, yeah, we can do our own little kind of safe shooting lessons beforehand, gun safety basics. Like that's, I take that as a given. I take it as a given. But yeah, it's whatever. It was a long time ago. I think that was close to fucking 5 years ago too. You know, there's usually nobody's in the business of letting you just like, you know, chuck bullets down range at no cost. Yeah. I mean, like unless you're, say, if you're in a class or something, that might be kind of different. Where you've got some friends who have some private range and whatever, just like showing off their toys and want you to give them a go. Yeah, it's a little different. Well, if you've got the hookup on that, you know, count me in too. Like, I'm happy to get more practice in. I'm happy to spend more time on private ranges. It's a detached. Yeah, detached. Oh, okay, reloading, yeah. Yep. Something that people who shoot a lot do. Often get into reloading. Press. So other stuff. Yeah, I don't possess any of those tools. I possess very little in the way of tooling. At least specialized tooling for this. I got wrenches, I got sockets, got some Allen keys and some bits. Yeah. Anyway, for tomorrow, are you down to carpool? Carpool. Sweet. Yeah, or maybe I can actually head up to you first, unless you happen to have some business down here. You know. Actually, I don't know. I'll take a look at the map. See what makes sense. I like to be at places on time. Punctuality, you know, it's being hosted by white people. You know, they were very friendly. You don't have any of the details? What? You didn't punch the shit into your calendar? What? No. Starts noon. Noon. Slated for 2 hours, but, you know, probably hang around a bit longer yet. Correct. I think so, yeah. But I haven't checked the details against the last event. You know, I haven't done all that. Just communicating about this one. Yep. Yeah, I mean, just, you know, whenever's clever, right? And I'll take a look at the map, kind of see where you were at versus me and where we got ahead. But my hunch is maybe it's about the, yeah. Whether I head up to you or you head my way, like, it's going to be pretty much equally out of the way, I think. Maybe not. Who knows? But I'll take a look. Unless you already know. What's up? Oh. The address you don't have. Okay, I'll shoot it over to you. Right now. It's in my pocket. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Probably not. Definitely within 24. It's great though. Yeah. When was the deadline? Okay. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, I'm glad they hooked you up. There's things sometimes happen when you just show up and work, put in the work without, you know, let them know you're good for it. About snoozing on the job. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Better than expected. You're gonna meet a couple of new people. One who's already got some impression of you, and the other is her boyfriend. They've been together for some years at this point. I have no idea how many years it's been. What? I mean, what more is there to, what do you want to know? Shoot. I mean, you can ask me a question now. I mean, I've given you some like very general things about like here are these two people. I've given you some specifics. What more do you want to know? Yeah. For what? Whether you knew something or not? Yeah, but I mean, it's because you pushed back there, and so I'm asking, what do you want to know? Did you push back? Fuck, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm lost. Right, same individual. Just because they thought you were interesting, because like she was tuning into my broadcasts and seeing you also on the broadcast. Just by virtue of that. It's just I'm just trying to invite people to fucking hang out at a fish fry, and like I'm just going through my list of people that I know that are local. That's it. I mean, I could even invite some other people, but it's too late at this point. Our SVP window is closed. Maybe it's time that I do a better job of keeping my my contact lists updated. I've got a lot of stale entries in there. Oh yeah, bring some ones. Ones, remember. Bring some ones. Bring some petty cash. Yeah. Yep. Hey, that's come on. If you're gonna ask, just like do it on the spot. It is, and you just like me, I don't want to be that guy. Oh yeah. Do it, whatever it is, do it. Yep. I'll look forward to catching up with you tomorrow. Maybe we can get a group photo together. That'd be nice. Right. Because who knows? Maybe tomorrow I'll be helping those guys. Yep. Sell some panels. All right. Bye bye. Have a good day. Bye bye. Oh hey. Whoops. I think I already hung up. Nope. I think I added that one to the playlist too. Why is it such a good song? Why?
Why does it stand the test of time?
A bug, fruit fly, has drowned in my beer. Potentially. I'm gonna try out a bit. I'm not going to attempt CPR. Might do more harm than good. Hey, there we go. I just hope it doesn't go back into my beer glass. If the fruit fly has any brain at all, maybe you'll recall this smell got stronger and was followed by near death, and therefore it should not come back for this. Little update. Not very pleasant aroma. Should be chased. Some result in drowning. Think siren songs. On aroma. That one. What is that one? The world's largest carnivorous plant. Flower.
I opened this for a reason. This one's a 20. Okay. It's too much shit is going on this computer. That's what's happening. I'll be back.
it is right around the corner. Fuck, time flies. Pittsburgh, yeah. Oh, he was. I don't need to do too much there. Just expect that. As I spend time in the space, things will change little by little. My world now is just like, it's so small. Even though yeah, it still feels so small. Just out here trying to make friends. In some situations, I don't even fucking know how to relate, how to relay them. was one supposed to get in on this? Yeah, I mean, tell me more. Oh, I guess I missed it. Somehow. Small. Apparently pretty small turnout. Oh, restarting. What's up? I'm gonna watch that space. I'll be back. What the flying fuck? That is really annoying how that keeps happening. What the fuck? Oh. The fuck? Yeah, whatever. I'll fix it later.